I'm Corbett Wall with DV Auction, here with your 3-minute cattle market update for Friday, December the 2nd, brought to you in part by the International Brangus Breeders Association. Do you like early maturing females that prove to be among the longest lasting? Brangus heifers are known for their maternal excellence and for their quick breed back. Build with Brangus to build your bottom line. For more information or to find a breeder near you, visit gobrangus.com. These cattle feeders haven't had much, if any, basis, and a lot of times the other way around to try to work on their hedges here and closing out their cattle on their sales there. But all of a sudden, we've got a nice basis here, and we're not used to a basis this time of year. In the fall of the year, usually it's working the other way, but and you have to wait till spring to get any kind of a basis for the hedgers. But now all of a sudden, our cash fat market is up there about $4 out in front of the board there. So that helps guys whenever they close out and get out of their hedges. That gives them about $3 or $4 to add on to their sales and help them reach a break even, which is great. You look at your board so far this week, middle of the week on Wednesday, your February live cattle was up $1.65. That's when we had that trade during the day there on Wednesday. But then Thursday off a little bit, down 57. All your commodities were a little lower. To end today on Thursday at 111.37. Feeder cattle for January, Wednesday was up $1.45. Thursday down 65 cents to end the day on Thursday at 127.77. Your fat cattle trade mostly happened on Wednesday, and then a few cleanup deals there on Thursday, but around 65,000 head through Wednesday with a little bit of cleanup there. We'll get close to what we've kind of been running here, from 80,000 up to 100,000, which is a pretty impressive negotiated cash trade for these days. But you look at your live sales, all in the Southern Plains were at 115, a few 115 and a half in Colorado. And you look at your December board there, your spot board's at 110.57 closing on Thursday. So that's a pretty nice basis to tack on there, which most everybody may not be a true hedge, but some form of a hedge there, and it's going to help out with that basis. You look at your Northern Plains, their live sales were 114 to 115 and a half, with dress sales about 175, pretty much all your dress sales right there. But you know, the bulk of your live sales, $3 higher for the week. That's 3 weeks in a row we've had a big jump there, and really a strong fundamental cattle market right now. You look at your actual live weights at 918 pounds coming out, 2-week delay there on Thursday. That's steady with the previous report, so that's holding good and nothing to be worried about there. Your slaughter through Thursday, 462,000. Can't really compare that to last holiday week, but you can go back to a year ago, and it's 32,000 more than the same week a year ago. Box beef cutout values have been steady to strong all week long, so that's looking good. You look at your CME cash feeder cattle index, it's sitting at 129.18. Real-time index on Cattle Market Central is right in there, tied at 129.25. Look at some cash feeder cattle markets, middle of the week here. El Reno, Oklahoma had 10,300 head. Feeder cattle selling firm to $6 higher. Most of the steers, the feeder steers, from $3 to $6 higher. Calves $6 to $10 higher, and we expected that big jump because we knew that they weren't open in the middle of the week last week because of Thanksgiving there, and we had such a big jump in those early week sales. So we needed to pick all that up, and it makes a lot of sense on that trend there that we've gained that much ground in these middle week sales. Look at some other middle week sales there. Look at St. Joe Stockyards there. They sold their feeder cattle $3 to $5 higher, calves $6 to $10 higher. Look at this load of Charolais heifers. I mean, long heifers here. Turned out backgrounded heifers there, but really good feeding condition, weighing 925 pounds at 131.50. Now that's higher than your CME cash index for steers, based at 800 pounds, and these are weighing 125 pounds more. But you know, if those heifers will feed like a steer, why not? Why shouldn't they bring just as much? They'll bring just as much or more whenever you get them fat. But another load they had in St. Joe, Atkins heifers there, had a load of black heifers there, weighed 950 at 132.50, and that's really good market there. And then St. Joe is not broadcasted by BV Auction, but it is a Cattle Market Central reporting market there. But a market that's not reported by any outside entity there in Falls City, Nebraska, you talk about a big bunch there. 844 head in one draft of big steers, Hermish Brothers steers out of Seneca, Kansas. Weighed just almost 9 at 894 pounds, bring 135.75. And for those markets that aren't reported anywhere else, here at the 3 Minute Cattle Market Update, we've got our own way of getting these quotes to you and finding out what's going on across the country. But that's 3 minutes, and we'll talk to you next week.